Hey, we're live on YouTube. I haven't actually done this before, and hey, there we go. We have our friends Roger the Reality Rooster, LCP the Low Carbon Panda with us here, and the idea is a little bit of an update on what's happening. We will go to Spain next week, and so that's sort of exciting. And now we need to let people know what we're doing. You know, SustainaClaus has been traveling. I've been here in Toronto, Canada for the last week or so, and working on the Caring Currency, going to conferences, went to the Santa Claus Parade, did Fridays for Future with the people here that are doing Fridays for Future. Very, very fun, very exciting, and very meaningful. Roger and LCP got to meet a lot of people and have selfies with a lot of people. So that was really good. And so what we need now, if you can help out, anything like small amounts, like the cost of a cup of coffee, if you can help out with one of the two fundraising things we're trying. You know, the fundraising is not so much to raise money, actually, because I've had to buy the ticket already. And of course, I'm very low on money, but that's not the point. The point is, what we're looking to see is if this climate movement has support. I wish you would come with me to Spain. You'll see that we can do it very inexpensively, but there are costs. There's the travel, there's the food, there's the accommodation. You've got to pay for that somehow. So there are people out there, I believe I'm one of them, that are putting their own efforts into, you know, bringing attention to the climate change issues and pretty much forcing, maybe even embarrassing in some cases, the authorities into recognizing that they have to start doing something. So, wow, you know, if you can help with that, that's great. And I think what people say is, well, we don't have money, like I'm out of money. Well, actually, yes, I understand most people don't have hardly any money. That's okay. But it's like $3 or $10 or even $1. If you donate and, you know, you're just making a commitment to help out. Well, I'm, on the other hand, willing and really wanting to send you Caring Currency. So I want to send you Caring Currency. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do that by sending you we need your email. I need your email in order to get that Caring Currency sent to you. And in this case, it's the SDG token. That's the first token that we're working with in Caring Currency. Now, there's no monetary value to Caring Currency and the SDG token. It's a token of appreciation. So it's not about accumulation. It's not about having a bunch and saying, look, I'm rich with my SDG tokens. The SDG tokens represent you taking action on the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, one of the actions is actually to help those people who are doing stuff, like they quit their jobs, they're going out into the world, and they're waking people up with Roger the Reality Rooster. They're waking people up, and they are proposing a lifestyle of health, happiness, and sustainability. The ways that we can consume, but at a much more sustainable way. So that's it. That's what we're trying to do. I'll move this over a bit so we don't get caught. Oh, you can see the plug behind. All right, so that's it. Please, if you have a chance, push one of the buttons somewhere, up, down, sideways. Maybe it's just a link in the description, but please support. It's not about the money. Again, the smallest donation is much, much appreciated. But imagine if we got thousands of donations, you know, even $1, we could cover it. $1 from many, many people is very helpful. And I mean, people, at least in the first world, are spending $3, $4 on a cup of coffee, and they have a number of them a day. So I don't want to take away your wonderful coffee, but how about this? Maybe just buy me a coffee. right? Buy me a coffee or buy me a meal when I'm, in London or in Madrid or in Toronto. Here is very expensive for food. In Montreal, in Shanghai, in Hong Kong. It's not free for me to travel. It's not free for me to live. I need to pay for those things in some way. And I'm not really asking other people to pay my expenses. What I'm asking people to do is show some support. Show some support. And even better would be come with me. Come and stand in the cold here, on Fridays for Future, and try to inspire more people to join. So that's Conscience Land. That's the Republic of Conscience, Conscience Land. The three-finger symbol, you know what it means: society, environment, economy, individual, social responsibility. And every Wednesday, today, Change Wednesday, smile, change, unplug. Right? So that's today, Change Wednesday. Let's be part of the solution and smile and make other people happy. Change something about yourself, right? You can't change other people. You can influence them, but you can't change them. And then for three hours tonight, turn off your phone and talk to your friends and your family face to face. Play cards, play a board game, do whatever you want. Just do something that's social and fun and with other people, and make your life better, and also make their lives better, because you're bringing yourself into their lives, and hopefully that's a pleasant thing. And even if it isn't exactly pleasant, it's still a social skill. We do have to get along with people, and we have to get our focus off money and assets and stuff that we have and our houses and all this kind of thing. We got to get our minds off that and start to realize that it's really our relationship with the planet, people, planet, and the profit is really profiting from the good relationships. It's not profiting by exploitation, it's profiting by good relationships. So that's it. I think I'll end it there. That's a good note to end our first live stream on this camera and on this machine. We're coming up on the 7-minute mark, so I think about 10 minutes is about enough. I'll just say goodbye with Roger the Reality Rooster, puck, 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 wake up, and LCP the Low Carb Panda, wishing you a happy. His name is Wednesday, by the way. That's to remind us that Wednesday is the day we do three things and smart change on plug. So Wednesday, the Low Carbon Panda, Roger the Reality Rooster, SustainaClaus is my usual name on the internet. And I'm really wishing everybody a great day, happy Change Wednesday, and do something. Smile, make other people happy, change something about yourself, stop a bad habit and start a good habit. And maybe check out the video that I did last night at the University of Toronto group. It was like an open mic for environmental issues, and great music and poetry, and I even got a chance to tell people about Conscience Land and the Republic of Conscience, and today about Change Wednesday. So check it out. It's great to be online. I don't know how this works. I suppose it's just there's no chatting, but maybe next time we'll try the chatting. And hopefully I'll do another one of these before I go to Spain. But in the meantime, please think about donating something. Big money would be amazing, but it's not important. What's important is you push buttons, you put $1, $3, $10, $25, whatever, whatever you're capable of doing. But it's the action. It's the action that counts. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see if anybody supports what we're doing. There's a lot of people, a lot of activists out there. They're really doing an amazing job. And, too often they're not supported. They don't feel like anybody cares. They don't feel like anybody's, supporting them. And they're not looking for money, usually. They're looking for indication that somebody cares, maybe buy them a coffee or, give them, make them a meal or share a meal or something, give them a place to stay, a couch, whatever. These are the human things that we should be doing, I believe. It's not about staying in some fancy 5-star hotel. I don't think I've ever been in a 5-star hotel, although maybe once somebody paid for it, which was great. but I didn't really care, you know, because it was just sterile. It was like, oh, wow, it's pretty. So what? You know, the people in there were kind of like, well, I think they were all about money, not about people. Okay, we're after the 10-minute mark. Let's keep it short. Let's keep it to that. Please donate if you can. And if you can't donate anything, if you have absolutely no money at all and you have no means of sending anything, no PayPal, no card, no anything, maybe you could share this message with others, or at least at minimum sign up to sdgchallenge.com, sdgchallenge.com. Oh, one last thing. There is a way, if you do have a card, to help out in the long term. And that is on the extinctionsolution.com site, and you can subscribe. And this would be fantastic if any people, a few people, 1,000 people would be amazing. But, you know, if anybody would help out, sort of like Patreon, but, you know, I don't, those Patreon things and so on, for me, they don't work. But maybe if people could just subscribe, like a monthly, weekly, or daily, we ask for $3. You know, $3 a month, how is it going to hurt you? It's not. But to us, you know, if there's many people doing that, that's amazing. $3 a week. Well, if you're benefiting from what we're trying to create here in Conscience Land, maybe you would appreciate like buying me a coffee once a week. Wouldn't that be okay? And you know, a cup of coffee is about $3 in many developed countries, especially from like Starbucks or something like that. So, you know, the cost of a cup of coffee one time a week to help us build Conscience Land. Not such a hard thing, really. I don't think that's such a big ask. And $3 a day. Now, we are reserving this for people who really care about what we're doing. Again, a coffee a day, you know, one $3 amount per day. Let's say it was from a number of people. Well, 100 people who are subscribing at $3 a day, that's $300 a day. That really starts to build our team. That starts to pay people to do the programming, to do the marketing, to do the things that cost them money to do, and then they're doing it actually for you. So we don't have any money right now, but we're going to build ways to raise some money, and hopefully even the subscription model might work. And you know, we're not asking for something and not giving anything away. Everybody who puts their email into one of the systems, like sending a PayPal or joining SDG Challenge or any of these things, anytime you enter an email, hopefully we get that email and we send you Caring Currency. Because if we have your email, you're part of the citizenry. You're a citizen of the Republic of Conscience. You're a citizen of Conscience Land. And citizens share in the wealth of Conscience Land. That's the idea. So we have to build it first. It's not something you show up for, like a government of Canada or something. You ask for welfare. No, you have to build it. You have to help us build it together, and then we share what's being built. So try it. You know, it's what have you got to lose? Well, first of all, nothing, because that cup of coffee, maybe you didn't drink the cup of coffee, but if you do buy us a cup of coffee, then and there's many thousands of people doing that. Imagine if you help spread the message and you get your family and friends to also support, you know, this very small amount, we can build something very big, and we can build it to save the planet and to save your life and to save the lives of your children and everybody you love. Is there a better cause? I don't think so. Let's solve the SDGs. Let's solve the Sustainable Development Goals and make that. Oh, there's somebody, I think there's somebody clicked in here. Human Conscience Land. Something, let me look. Okay. I think there's somebody joined, so that's great. It's great to see. Maybe I'll just continue for a few more moments. I was going to keep this only to 10 minutes, but maybe I'll just repeat what I was saying at the beginning, because a few people have joined, actually. Oh, Human, it was your speech at Toronto. Oh, great. Okay. Somebody's saying they saw the speech, or maybe they saw it on the internet, or maybe they were there. which would be fantastic. My speech was about, well, I'm going to put a link, not right now because I don't know how to do it, but I'll put a link very soon to the speech I made in Toronto, and see if we can, well, inspire some people. And, you know, there's a song that goes along with it. And what I'm also asking people to do is anyone who joins up to our sdgchallenge.com, earthmobilization.com, any of these sites where we're getting, you know, people to join Conscience Land and spread the message. We'll also send you the lyrics to the song. So the lyrics are very hard to hear in the actual video because it was really cold and windy, and I don't know, we were cold, and the wind was blocking the sound of the singing. So maybe we weren't that good. Actually, the woman that was singing it was very good, but it was fun and it was meaningful. It's right out of Greta's speech to the European Council, I think, or something. It wasn't yeah, I think it was the European Council. It wasn't the Davos thing, I don't think. Doesn't matter. It was one of those. It's one of those events where Greta made an amazing speech, and this gentleman they did they wrote lyrics that are based on the content of the speech. Oh, they're good. Okay, there was an indoor speech also. Okay, this is an XR human that's online, and yeah, I did an indoor speech on last night, actually, at the University of Toronto, at the CAF. It's like the student open mic for environment. Anyway, it was good. It was fun. And wow, the music was good, and very clever people. Right. Oh, I see that you can see this is the Sustainable Development Goals. This is the SDGs. And, you know, this is what we're doing this for. This is why we're doing the Conscience Land is all about solving the SDGs, so solving the Sustainable Development Goals. And the reason is because actually governments around the world are not doing this. They're not solving it. They're kicking the can down the road, as they say. They don't. Well, one thing is they don't want to solve it because their masters, which are the corporations, certainly don't want to solve it. And so the corporations don't want to solve it. The governments don't want to solve it, but they don't want to look bad. So they just say things. I'm just reading the text here on the side. Oh yeah, environmental open mic cat's eye cafe. Good. Yes. So I did make a little speech there. Human, the global campaign to officially change Wednesday, the day every week where we live a lifestyle. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Nice. So today is Change Wednesday. If we could just change our behaviors even one day a week, you know, and find pleasure in that, that's good, because then we can be remembering that, oh, we made friends, we did fun things, we felt good about what we were doing on that Wednesday, and let's repeat it at least the next Wednesday. Well, that's one day a week. That's 1/7 of your life. You're spending, you know, doing something that is more environmentally friendly and solving goals, even if it's your own personal goals to start, because that's where we have to start anyway. You have to start with the personal goals and then grow to the larger goals of the world, like solving the SDGs, eliminate hunger, eliminate poverty, education for all, health for all, gender equality, clean water, clean energy, you know, economic growth, but not the economic growth that we're thinking of. It's not unlimited economic growth, but maybe growth in peoples and their skills and their knowledge and their capacity, but not necessarily more exploitation of the earth, right? Not more products and so on, but maybe simplified or modified systems would be fine. So yeah, okay, well, that's Change Wednesday, and Yeah, this is great. I've never done one of these live things before, and it's quite fun to have some people making comments in the side. I think we should do this more often. And Change Wednesday, just to repeat, is the day we smile, change, and unplug, and make a difference in the world. It will certainly make a difference in our own lives, and making a difference in our own lives does make a difference in the world. So there's no question about that. Smile, make other people happy, change something about yourself. So stop a bad habit and start a good habit. That's something that you don't have to tell anybody else what you're doing. You just do that. And then the third thing is unplug. So we say, look around your home and go around and unplug the things that you're not using. Well, actually, unplug just about everything except your refrigerator. Why? Because it's kind of a radical move you have to make to shock yourself into realizing, oh my gosh, I have so much crap that I don't use, I don't need, I'm not using, I'm just accumulating, and it's actually burdening me, it's actually keeping me in place, it's actually enslaving me. I'm now can't do anything else but pay the mortgage for that particular property that I bought. So that's not going to go anywhere, not in the coming times. As we move into this climate challenged future, we run into major problems with how to support that lifestyle. Really big problems. So we have to be aware that that's going to change, and we have to modify our own, or at least learn how to modify our own behaviors early on, so that the modification of your behavior is your skill. And if you're able to adapt quickly, great, you'll survive. If you're not able to adapt, well, just like the evolutionary system, if you don't adapt, you die. That's it. That's the way it works in the world. So that's basically what Conscience Land is about, is bringing our consciousness to that point, and also building skills so that you can adapt and make a difference. All right, I think it's time. Roger the Reality Rooster is waking us up to reality. Look for some videos on YouTube. There's a few Roger the Reality Rooster or hashtag Reality Rooster videos. They're quite fun. One is done by Greta Thunberg. She's you all know who she is. And here's LCP, the Low Carbon Panda. He's got his 3 fingers saying society, environment, economy, and balance. And he represents kind of a lifestyle. He's a lifestyle guy. And, lifestyle of health, happiness, and sustainability, low carbon lifestyle. Maybe reduce your meat intake. Maybe on Wednesday, don't eat any. Take it from there. Make life more pleasant. That's what we want to do. We don't want to make it wearing a hair shirt and living in a cave. That's not what anybody wants to do. What we want to do is live a lifestyle of health, happiness, and sustainability. Okay, we'll end the stream there. Happy Change Wednesday. Smile, change, unplug. Peace out.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Tom. Yes. Phil knows this idea about unplug. What is it?
What, every Wednesday?
Unplug?
Yeah. Well, every Wednesday, today, actually, we ask people to do 3 things. Number 1, smile, make other people happy. How does it make you feel? Normally, it makes people feel happy. Number 2 is change. Change something about who? Can I change you? Say no. I can't change other people, right? You can never change other people. You can influence them, but you can't change them. Yeah. And then the third one is unplug. So unplug the stuff around you, everything you can, except your refrigerator. It doesn't have to be, but Wednesday is a day in the middle of the week. It's not a day that usually people are going out to party, or it's not a very occupied day, let's call it. It's kind of a middle day. In Canada, we call it hump day. It's sort of the day of change almost.
I know the point of change is smile, but what is the point of saving hydro?
That's one part of it, but actually your saving of hydro is really, really minimal. I mean, the factory next door is like using 1,000 times more electricity than you are, but it's the use of electricity and the consumption of electricity and the fact that most of us have a lot of stuff we don't even remember. You know, in the old days, you used to have like these VCRs and stuff. They're all plugged in, flashing 12. You know, like, yeah. So it's just to be aware of the stuff around you.
Yeah, so if things are left on, just turn them off. When you
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I do that.
that is another thing. Like turn off the lights in the bathroom when you're finished.
in the kitchen.
I
And
Yeah.
can use that with the hydro back home is really expensive. Like the air condition, like